out to have both the Vice President of the United States and the President of the United States here within 6 days of each other.
Balderson is facing Democrat Danny O'Connor. It's a solid Republican district, but the race is said to be neck and neck. Voters are also heading to the polls today in Kansas, Michigan, Missouri, and Washington State to select candidates for November's midterm elections. The nonpartisan Government Accountability Office outlining concerns about the cost and the effectiveness of building a wall along the border with Mexico. Correspondent Renee Marsh has more.
DHS faces an increased risk that the border wall system program will cost more than projected, take longer than planned, or not fully perform as expected.
President Trump has recently suggested he might shut down the federal government when its funding ends after September to get the money he needs to keep the central promise of his presidential campaign. President Trump seeking $25 billion from Congress to build the wall. Phoenix officially America's hottest city in the summer. Data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration shows our average summer high is 105 degrees. Number 2, Las Vegas, coming in at 102. 3 Texas cities round out top 5, Austin, Dallas, and San Antonio. 95, 95, and 94 averages, respectively. Now a look at your money, sponsored by Money Matters with Ken Murray. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 156 points to 25,658. It's 12:02. KFYI covers the valley with east side, west side traffic. Here's Lee Powell.
Yeah, it's a hot lunchtime, Deborah. We got a bunch of wrecks out there to watch out for. One of those on McDowell. Traffic 102, 550, KFY.
The Red Fred movement. Mike, Broomhead. What they're going to do next is start running for offices tomorrow morning at 6. 19 teachers, K through 12, are now running for the state legislature. News Talk 550. Those 19, you guessed it, Democrats. KFYI. Not political. Not political. I'm starving. And there's Tex.
Jamie!
Awesome. I can smell the charcoal already.
Jamie!
Let's see. Give me a footlong dog with chili and cheese, an order of fries, and an orange milkshake.
Jamie!
I love Ted's.
Jamie!
Ted's Hot Dogs, making your day since 1927.
Jamie!
Hi, this is Jim Clark, CEO of Republic Monetary Exchange. I've said for years, the secret to making money in the financial markets is to buy low and sell high. There's now an unusual phenomenon in the precious metals market. Gold is 80 times the price of silver, the highest ratio in 20 years. This is a great time to swap your gold for silver. Take advantage of this rare opportunity. Come by our offices on Camelback Road, just east of 40th Street, or call 602-682-GOLD. That's 602-682-GOLD, or online at rmegold.com.
Arizona Cold Air is proud to install American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, the #1 rated AC system by a leading consumer magazine. For a limited time, every installation will receive a free Wi-Fi thermostat. Arizona Cold Air is locally owned and operated for over 16 years in the Valley. Call us today at 602-252-2131. That's 602-252-2131. Or find us online, Arizona Cold Air.
Ever wonder why Europeans seem to speak so many languages? Maybe it's because they use Babbel, the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Babbel's award-winning technology gets you speaking right away, whether you're learning Spanish, French, or German. And best of all, you'll remember what you've learned.
I always thought I was bad at languages, but after using Babbel, I can tell you I was just taught the wrong way.
Using Babbel's 10 to 15-minute lessons, you can be speaking confidently in your new language within weeks.
I was amazed that I could start having real-life conversations right away. It was so fast. Now I'm speaking Spanish. Woohoo!
No wonder Babbel is the #1 selling language learning app in Europe. Try it for yourself and see why Babbel is the quick way to get conversational in a new language, like Spanish, French, or more. You can try Babbel for free. Go to Babbel.com or download the app and try it for free. That's Babbel, Babbel.com, or download the app to try it for free. That's Babbel.com.
The game is officially recorded as a 6-4 win over the New York Mets on August 9th, 1988. And this week in 2010, JetBlue flight attendant Steven Slater quits his job in dramatic style by sliding down his plane's emergency escape chute while the aircraft is stopped near the terminal gate at New York's JFK International Airport. Slater, who claimed his actions were prompted by the behavior of a rude passenger, quickly became a media sensation and a national folk hero.
That's your look back at This Week in History.
Expressed by the host on this program documented to be almost always right, 99.8% of the time. As usual, my friends, have my brain tied behind my back to be fair and tolerant and patient with everyone. Our telephone number is 800-282-2882. The email address is lrushbo@eibnet.us. On this subject of banning websites and individuals from Twitter and Facebook, if you take a look at who's behind, who's urging this, this is something that doesn't often get mentioned. What we hear is that somebody somewhere has decided, in a fit of morality and justice, that certain sites are dangerous and must be limited in their distribution capabilities. And our social media companies must not participate in the wide distribution of such hate-filled, dangerous... Who is urging this to happen? That is, to me, as much of the story as the actual banning or limiting or what have you. And if you take a look at who's suggesting this, it's elected officials, Democrats in the House, Democrats in the Senate. And if you listen closely, you'll hear people on CNN suggest that some of these sites should be banned from social media. And what it boils down to is something that's really quite simple. They want you to believe that all of this controversy needs to be banned because it's damaging to our values. Yeah, and I always chuckle at listening to Democrats talking about values. In fact, you know what? Rahm Emanuel in Chicago, the mayor, is now saying the big problem there is lack of values. Lack of values. Whenever the Republicans have always talked about values, what have the Democrats done? They've poo-pooed it. They've laughed at it. They've mocked it. And they've claimed that the Republicans are just a bunch of people who don't want anybody to have any fun. Now here's Rahm Emanuel claiming one of the problems in Chicago with gun violence and mass murder is lack of values. I thought Obama talked about our values all the time. This is not who we are. This is not our value. Of course, his values are quite skewed compared to mainstream America, but really what all this is just a bunch of people who don't want to be criticized. It's a bunch of people who don't want to be held accountable. CNN doesn't like being criticized by certain websites or people, so they urge Facebook and Twitter to ban them. And then when Facebook and Twitter do ban them, here comes CNN applauding it. And then here come official elected Democrats saying it's just the tip of the iceberg. This doesn't even get us close to where we need to be. And who is it that doesn't want critics to have a voice? Well, there's certainly not people that believe in the First Amendment, and there's certainly not people who are fearless. You go through history, folks. It's all I'm asking you to do. You start reviewing history, go through history, and look at the people who have sought to silence their critics, and you'll find a specific type of leader. And it's not a leader that believes in constitutional republics or elected democracies in any shape, manner, or form. And that's who the Democrat Party today is becoming. They are transforming into, people call it fascist. They're not fascist. This is more Stalinist. The way the social justice